Welcome to $8 Mountain, Oregon, where the redwoods trail away north of the California border, and the clouds creep among the pine trees. For centuries, the sea wind played the only music on this mountain. But that was before Paul Lutus moved here. Paul Lutus wanted to get away from it all.
Goodbye, Apple.
While taking it all with him. He built a cabin in the wilderness with no running water, no telephones, just a cat for company.
This is an exciting program, Cat.
A cat and a computer. Paul Lutus believes that man was not meant to work in an office. He is convinced a computer can set man free of all that. Lutus was a consultant for NASA before he went into the wilderness. He helped get the Viking Space probe to Mars. And he wanted to see if a computer could work as well in the woods as it did in the cities. Well, it worked better.
Give me a break, computer.
Here in his tiny shack, miles from the nearest road, Paul Lutus created a new lighting system that is now part of the space shuttle. And he has found a way for folks to make a quick sketch of their dream home, then see it instantly in 3 dimensions from any angle. But how does the world get in touch with Paul Lutus?
There are various methods. One person tried a hang glider. That was pretty effective. He sailed over the house and yelled something incoherent, and I decided that I had a visitor.
Friends do drop in, especially now that Paul has programmed his computer to play music. His concerts echo down canyon walls, calling for all to come.
Let me take a moment here and tell you why no one brings a cello to Paul's computer concerts. He lives 450 feet straight up, and this is the only path. Only piccolo players and bill collectors make it this far. Paul himself has more stamina. He carried everything in the cabin up this way. The sofa, the iron stove, all in his back.
4 times a day, Paul comes down from the mountain for water, then pulls his way back up. You wouldn't expect to find a space-age scientist living like this, but then nothing Paul Lutus has done in his 34 years is ordinary. He was a 7th grade dropout, a successful TV repairman at age 12, a medical researcher, and a chief engineer at 18. Now he lives on $40 a month. That includes the electric bill. The rest of his money is spent on computers. He has brought $12,000 worth of gear to the top of the mountain.
What I'm doing is typical of an earlier era in human history, before the Industrial Revolution. There were people who worked in small cottages in the countryside, and at that time it was called a cottage industry, and these people were craftspeople and artisans who worked at small trades that could be accomplished in a single place. There are lots of professions that are better served by living out in the country or anywhere else besides cities. There's lots of creative endeavors that don't survive that environment. Potted plants outside windows and computer programmers both die away in the city.
Paul does have one luxury: a telescope to give focus to his dreams. When Paul Lutus dreams, it is our tomorrow. Next time you come by $8 Mountain, give a holler.
Oh, hey, all right.
Bring your own water. Tom?